good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I got another banger for you. I got the one, the only, Nikola Jokic, aka the Joker, arguably the best center in the league. I take that with a grain of salt because we playing positionless basketball now, and yeah, I mean, is he one of the top 5 low post players in the league? Yeah, 100%. Is he the best low post player in the league? Definitely not. I think that goes to Anthony Davis. I would say that the Joker will probably be number 2, maybe number 2. I'll give him number 2, right? I think Anthony Davis is the best. I feel like he's the best center. Anthony Davis would be considered the best power forward, but let's be honest, they're both 7-footers. I mean, it's position is basketball, right? So to me, I just rather just bunch them all together and say, hey, low post players, and he would definitely be, one of the top 2 low post players in the league. All right. So of course, what we're going to do today is we're going to try to build this man out. Right. He's 7 feet. He's 250. He's a mid-range maestro. Right. Now, when you go and look at his actual badges, right? Well, let's not go to the badges first. Let's go to his actual attributes. Let's just watch and see how crazy this is. So, as you can see, as far as his finishing goes, there's nothing that really stands out. He has an 80 standing dunk, a 77 driving layup, 70 driving dunk. He does have a 95 close shot, right? But then this is when things are crazy. He has a 94 mid-range shot. He has a 75 three-point shot, right? And then he has a 93 post hook and a 90 post fade, right? He has 94 post moves, right? And then on the defensive side, and the handle with the ball is not bad, by the way. 65 is not bad for a 7-footer, right? And as you know, he can definitely dribble the ball. There's a lot of highlights that you can see from the past couple years of him bringing the ball down the court, dribbling, going between his legs, behind his back, and all that type of stuff. He's just a really, really, really solid basketball player. He's definitely, the center position of what you call of the future. Like, he is what, NBA executives looking for in a center, someone that can stretch the floor, right? But then anyways, go to the defensive side. His interior defense is just a 70. So as you can tell, he doesn't play much defense, right? His rebounding is good, though. His defensive rebounds are 92, right? So he plays no defense. He has a 92 rebound. He has extraordinary low post moves. And he has basically maxed out post hooks, post fades. He can shoot off the charts. And yeah, so basically that's just something that we can't do in the My Player Builder. We already know that off rip. We know we can't do that, right? Then you look at the badges. He has back down Punisher on gold, deep hooks on gold. He has putback boss on gold. He has drop stepper on silver, and he has pick and roller on silver. Then he has shooting badges, which is deep fades, pickpocket, pump fake maestro, catch and shoot, hot zone hunter, and green machine, and hot start and volume shooter. But dang, all right. And then the playmaking side, which is he's really known for, he has break start on gold, he has dream shake on gold, flashy passer on gold, pass fake maestro on gold, dimer on silver, and he has needle threader on silver, and he has post spin on silver. Then on defense, he has box on gold, he has moving truck, he has worm, he has brick wall, and he has rebound chaser. So off back, what you're looking at to me is that, I don't know, it really doesn't take much of a science, I guess you said rocket science is here, man, because we're definitely going to have to go with these 2 pie charts, right? That's kind of obvious. These are the 2 main heavy ones that we have. So we're going to go ahead and try to see if we're going to use these 2 pie charts, or maybe we can go and maybe use finishing and playmaking. Because the thing is this, that in order to get a high post hook range, you got to have this, but you can't do it in all 3. So let's just go over to my favorite part of the video. Let's go into the My Player Creator, right, and see what we can do. Okay, so let's hop right into it. So obviously, he was a center. He's right-handed. He's number 0. So if you want to do that, go right ahead and do that, right? And then here's where things got a little tricky. So at first I was thinking about going here, right? Using the shooting and playmaking pie chart. The shooting is a little bit better, but the low post is pretty bad. But then when you go down here, your shooting is still good from the mid-range, right? And then obviously your post moves are really, really off the charts. And the thing is I feel like he's more of a post player than anything. He works a lot down low. And for me to sit here and try to justify giving him here within an 86 when I give him a 95, but also when you look at the defensive rebound, it's a 78 here, and then here it's an 82, right? It just makes more sense. for me to go ahead and go with this pie chart here, because after messing around with it, I realized that the finishing badges, you're just not going to be able to get much in the finishing. So it just doesn't make sense to try to go ahead and put attributes up there as much as I thought I should have. So that's why I end up going with this pie chart here, right? Okay, then also when you're looking at the physical traits of the Joker, man, it's, again, I went well balanced because he can do a little bit of everything. So I ended up going with the balanced physical profile, right? And then when it comes to the actual attributes for the player, check this out. So we're gonna go 70, you're gonna go 68, you're gonna go max this out to 63, your standing dunk to a 65, right? And then your post hooks to a 64, right? And that'll get you right at 2, right? Then of course you want to max out all the shooting, right? All right, that will give you 15. Then for your post, you want to go to a 70. Then you want to get your ball handling to a 43, and then of course you want to max this all out. That'll give you 20 playmaking badges, right? And then here you want to max out your interior defense, you want to max out your defense rebound, and you want to max out your offensive rebound. So first of all, let's go to height and weight real quick. So let's go. I'll go more early. He got kind of like bigger shoulder, wide shoulder. So let's go 7 feet. He's 250. All right, and your wingspan, you want to keep it at 89. All right, so what we're looking at here is a player that can literally do pretty much anything when it comes to the shooting down low, shooting from threes, shooting from the mid-range, any type of post moves down low. He's gonna be really well rounded type individual. He can go inside and outside, right? From the finishing aspect, right, this is where he's a little watered down, because remember his close shot was a 95, right? We can't get that, and his post hooks was a 95. But in order to get those type of high attributes, of course you need to have finishing in your build, and we just can't do that because we're not going to put finishing and then lose our shooting, right? Because I feel like he's more of a shooter and a playmaker than anything else. So those are the two that we had to look at. But when I think of anything, post and playmaking is what he's really, really good at. So that's why I went with the whole playmaking pie chart, because that would be able to help us out when we do these attributes. I'm gonna give the badges, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second, right? So as you can see, when it comes to defense, right, he only has 1 badge on defense. He only has 2 on finishing. The 1 badge on defense, obviously that kind of hinders him a lot when it comes to what you're trying to do defensively, but he has good defensive and offensive rebounding, and he also has a great interior defense. When I say great interior defense, he has a decent interior defense. So what you could do is obviously just make sure you're always boxing out. You're staying behind your defender, the offensive players, to make sure you're always in position to get a rebound. But this can work, guys, all right? This can work. We played with less, all right? But when it comes to trying to emulate these players, obviously it's really hard to do. But this is the best way you can emulate the Joker if you wanted to make him, all right? Now, of course, here you can go with either playmaking or playmaking, glass cleaning or post scoring. And of course, I went with post scoring, right? So we can go with post scoring, all right? And then you have it, a mid-range maestro, and then of course you have the Joker right there sitting smack in the middle. All right, so that is pretty good on our part. We are able to get the name and his name in the My Player Builder, right? So now let's go test it out. This is where things get really tricky, right? So let's get this man to 99. All right, here we go. All right, so with the 2 finishing badges, all right, so let's just talk about the badges he had, all right? So he had back down Punisher, he had deep hooks, and he had put back on gold. He had drop stepper and pick and roller on silver. We can't do that, right? So if you hit legend and you get 10 extra badges, then yes, you can definitely do a lot of good things with this build. But for right now, the only thing I can really say is justify getting is just getting contact finisher, even though he doesn't even have that. But we know when we're playing in the park, contact finisher is one of the most important badges to have, right? Because it just improves your ability to convert layups and dunks in traffic. That's what you're really going to want to get. So that's what I went with, right? Now, when it comes to shooting, he had deep fades on gold, right? He had pick and popper on gold. He had pump fake on gold, right? He had catch and shoot on silver, and he had hot zone hunter on silver, right? He had green machine on bronze. He had hot start on bronze, and he had volume shooter on bronze. All right, and that's it. Well, we know off rip that we got to go ahead and get quick draw, right? And then we also know that we're not going to be dealing with pump fake maestro. That doesn't make sense for us, okay? So what I'm thinking is just getting two things that he don't have that we need to go ahead and get, right? So let's go ahead and get range extender on silver, right? Let's go ahead and get our catch and shoot on silver, right? Let's go ahead and put our pick and popper on silver, and let's go ahead and get our deep fades on silver, right? Because obviously you're gonna be doing a lot of posting with this player. You can post people up. If you do fadeaways, it's at least good to have it on silver. I think that having these three on bronze is good enough. It's going to activate a lot of stacking is going to be going on here, okay? And also your volume shooter. Also with pick and popper is going to be good because if you're setting those on-ball screens, being able to pop out to the corner or pop out to the elbow for a nice mid-range shot will be OP. So this is what I'm thinking would be great for shooting badges for him. He has basically most of the badges that the NBA 2K has given him. We just had to give him quick draw because for some reason, quick draw is not a badge that a lot of people have, players have, but obviously you need that, right? I know with my player, I don't even have quick draw on my lob threat, and I shoot pretty well with them because, you know, obviously when you play center position a lot, you don't have to worry about a lot of people being on you. But also with this build, I think you're gonna need to have it. That's just what I'm calling. But if you wanted to take these three attributes off and then go elsewhere, I can completely understand and agree with you. All right, I wouldn't be mad at you at all. All right. And then for your playmaking, right? Your playmaking, he had break starter on gold. He had dream shake on gold. He had flashy passer on gold. Where's that at? Flashy passer on gold. And he had pass fake on gold. Where's pass fake? Oh, right there in front of me. And then he had needle threader on silver. He had dimer on silver. And then he had post spin on silver. Where's post spin? Post spin. There we go. All right. Well, what we are saying, so now we already know that we're gonna go ahead and put post spin on Hall of Fame. That's just obvious, right? We're gonna take pass fake maestro off, right? We're gonna go ahead and get these needle threader and dimer to silver, right? We can go ahead and get this break starter. Now listen, break starter, if you're not playing if you're not playing a lot of PROAM or rec or whatever, and you're playing 3v3, break starter is good to have, but you don't really need it because I constantly just throw the ball up the court all the time with no issues at all with it. So, I mean, it's your call. We definitely don't need to get flashy passer with him, right? Dream shake, just for the sake of just keeping it here, let's just keep it on bronze, right? But for me, what I think the most important ones are, we're gonna go ahead and get quick first step on Hall of Fame. I think that'd be great posting up. We also want to get space creator, right? When you're done with your hop steps and that type of deal from the post, I think that's gonna be really OP, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get that on gold. And then what I want to go ahead and do is up my dimer to gold also, because obviously working in the post, passing back out, that'd be great. You can even think about putting it back to Hall of Fame. Needle threader, put that on gold also, because I feel like that's just something that you can tell the difference when we have needle threader on, right? That leaves us with one attribute left. Now this is where you can go either or what you want to do. Either space creator Hall of Fame, needle threader Hall of Fame, or you can go dimer Hall of Fame, right? So those three, I feel like you can go ahead and try to put one of those back on Hall of Fame. And of course I'm thinking that either dimer or needle threader, and I'm just gonna go with dimer Hall of Fame, right? I don't know much about this dream shake right here, guys, all right? So if dream shake's good, I don't know nothing about it, so I haven't necessarily put any time and effort to try to figure it out because 2K Labs hasn't put anything on it yet, so I don't even know if it even works. You see what I'm saying? So it just leaves me in a situation where, like, you know, I'm leaving this badge here just for the fact that it's in here, but what you really could do is just take these off, man, just go like that, to be honest with you, and call it a day. You know what I mean? And that's just me calling it what it is. I don't know much about it. I don't think you really need break starter, passing the ball down the court. So that's what I'm going with, right? Now, when it comes here to the defensive side, we're really limited, of course. But for me, I think what you need at least have to get is just a rebound chaser, just to be able to make sure you can help get those rebounds on the offensive defensive side, because you know you're going to be going against these Hall of Fame glass cannon lockdowns and paint beasts, and you at least want to make sure you have rebound chaser on bronze. Nothing else really matters because it's just, hey, it is what it is. You don't have much defense on here, even though he is a good rebounder and he does have box out and he does have worm. It's just the fact is that this is what we're limited to, all right? But there you go, guys. My nephews, my nieces, this is what we have here, man. We have 1, 20, 15, and 2. This is a mid-range maestro build with obviously the Joker as the player that we were trying to emulate. Hopefully, you know, you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you know what you need to do, man. Please go ahead and drop that like. Please sub up to the channel if you haven't already subbed to the channel. Obviously, you can see that we're continuously to grow. We're making a massive push right now for 9,000 subs, all right? Hopefully, we can get 10,000 subs within the next week or two. That would be great, because my goal was to have 10,000 subs by the end of December. We're definitely going to exceed that. We're on pace to exceed that. Maybe we can have 12, 13 by the end of December. So let's continue to push for this. But again, if you haven't seen me streaming online, I stream between 7 to 11 o'clock, mostly 3 days a week. So if y'all keep your notifications on, turn the bell on, you can come in live and see me play. You can actually pull up and play against me and my teammates. But other than that, guys, my nephews, my nieces, I hope you enjoyed this video. And of course, you know I'll be back really, really soon with another banger. And you know when I say I'll be back really soon with another banger, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.
If he caught for a low, we gon' give it to him. Take the stop off the top of no transformer. Remember ducking and dodging on every corner. Doing flip with a beat like a mighty morpher. Told myself to get rich and go help.